Cool, drop that shit.
What's up, what's up, what's up? This your boy Tank.
This your nigga Mike Millie.
And this is Supreme Conversations over here at 1876 Hope Street, you dig? Brought to you by Supreme Cuts, where you can come get your fire cut all day, every day, you dig? But today we got a guest for the kids. Not only for the kids, for the adults and everybody else who need to get this game, you dig? He go by the name of Darren. You dig? He is the author of the book called 8 Ways to Be an Entrepreneur. You dig? We're gonna introduce him like that by the name of Darren Henry. What's been up, baby?
Man,
what's been up?
To God be the greatest, man.
Yeah,
to
what's
God
up,
be the
man?
greatest, man. But I'm Darren Henry. I'm the Kidz Biz Educator, and I did write the book, 8 Steps to Becoming an Entrepreneur for Kids.
8 steps to become an entrepreneur for kids.
Yeah.
Like you said, not only for kids, for adults too.
Yeah,
Some of
for
you
sure, for
adults.
sure.
I mean, you know, I ain't gonna just shit on the adults like that, but some of the adults ain't, you know, we ain't have that, you know, the moms and dads ain't have, you know, the entrepreneurship and, you know, the stuff to be taught about credit and everything else back in the G. So I'm glad we got some people out.
Man, one thing I've been learning along this journey is just sharing information. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
If we could be able, the more we can share information, the more we'll be able to win.
For sure.
We definitely in that age right now too. There's so much to get.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I love that social media. I mean, it's a lot of bullshit on there. But if you lock into that shit, that real shit, it's there for you.
See, like if we teach not just the youngsters, but if we teach each other as friends, just to be able to have a filter for the social media, because like I look at my social media as a business page.
That's seen,
sure.
yes, indeed.
So if we could filter that, right, we'll be able to overcome all that, because now we'll be able to have real conversations about stuff. Oh, you saw this one? I'm gonna send this to your DM, and it's talking about credit. It's talking about financial wealth. It's talking about.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Knowledge is power.
Hell yeah,
Power.
Because we
Power.
need it.
Yeah.
We need it.
Tell us about. I don't know if I want to start with the writing process. I think we're gonna start with your background.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Give us some info on
Man,
the
so
background.
I'm from Algiers, New Orleans, born in Charity Hospital. You know, so this is really in my blood. You know, so I take this more personal than I ever took anything before in my life. Went to Walker, went to Old Para Walker. Then I ended up transferring, going to Edna Carr, graduated from Edna Carr High School, 2009. After that, being confused but still wanting to make my mom proud, I enrolled myself in school, in college. I went to Dillard University. So I went to Dillard for a little while, then transferred, went to SUNO. Life was life in my senior year at SUNO. It was life. And so making the wrong decisions ended up being my blessing for real. So
Right.
stopped going to school, stopped going to college. I'm like 10 credits shy of college. 10 credits shy, so stopped going. And after that, I ended up becoming a substitute teacher and a teacher's aide at Smothers Academy. Those men, they gave me my first opportunity to really be something. So shout out to Damon Smothers and Darren Beadell, Mr. Brown, all those guys that actually played a role in who I am today.
That's what's up.
After Smothers Academy, I ended up becoming head basketball coach at Smothers Academy, and I was there for like 3 years. After Smothers Academy, I started a tax business. I've been having my tax business for 5 years. After my tax business, I moved to Atlanta and started a vending machine business with a good friend of mine. So after we did that, I'm at 8 vending machines right now. So after we did that, I started an Airbnb business. So every guy was really blessing me at these moments. You know what I'm saying? Like he was really blessing me, but tragedy ended up coming because I wanted to take my first mentee that I mentored at Smothers Academy. When I first walked through the door, the disciplinarian, Darren Beadell, he came to me. He was like, man, look, this is my nephew. I met his mama. She was like, can you please take my son and put him under your wing? Because we was from the same hood.
Right.
So once he saw I was from the same place and I was relatable, and his mom saw I was relatable, she really gave me, you know, full control.
Right.
So that really was, I took that personal. You know what I'm saying? I say that's my brother, but I looked at him like a son. Like I loved him that much. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I wanted to share my success with him. And it was crazy because it's like when God blessing you with success, you think about who you want to share with. You know what I'm saying? And that was the first person I thought about sharing it with. Like I'm saying this like I'm a mama's boy, so it's like I wasn't thinking about my mom. I was thinking about who I could help. I know my family. We blessed. Right. You know what I'm saying? And when God blessed me, I'm going to bless us even more. But I wanted to take him and let him really see the other side. Because once
you about to hit me with the left hook.
Once I stepped out of that, like, once I stepped out into Atlanta, it showed me a whole nother side. And it took me till I was 28 to see that. Right. You know, but the faster them kids get to see that, they get to understand when you come home, it's nothing. Right. It's a walk in the park. It's all how you perceive where home is. Right. You know what I mean? Sure. But once tragedy struck and he passed away, like he was supposed to come. He was supposed to come to Atlanta like 12 days, 2 weeks before he was supposed to come to me. Mm-hmm. He died. Leaving the studio, got killed, him and his friends. Yeah. So that really taught me, like, we from a place where we hear about death every day. Yeah, we do. But that don't really hurt you until he really come walk on that to that door and knock on it. Then you really look him in the face and be like, and he tell you who he took. For sure. That hurt. Be different. Yeah, it hurt. That hurt. Yeah, so that put me into a depression to where I felt obligated to come back here to like teach. Because I knew my biggest impact I had in teaching wasn't even my credibility of what I learned in school. It was the fact that I was relatable. Yeah. And they had somebody to talk to for real. Right. Key. You know what I mean? Like I could say I saved a lot of kids, like for real, just by talking to them. Just by showing them that all these tattoos don't mean nothing. Right. It's really your character. Yeah. My mom always told me, it's cool to be a gentleman. It's cool to open the door, speak to your elders, have respect. It's cool for people to respect you. Go a long way. In a positive way. Yeah. You know what I mean? So once he passed away, I felt obligated to do something, but I didn't want to go back to teaching because teachers are really undervalued. So that really showed me something where teachers are really overlooked, and I love anybody that's in the education system because those people are the most gems in our society because these are the people that spend more time with your kids. Some of them. Majority. We'll say majority. Yeah. You know, but you know, they got bad apples everywhere. Yeah, everywhere. Everything do. But me knowing that it's hard for kids to relate to certain teachers because this teacher might look like a square. But the same thing he's saying, if I was to say it, they ain't gonna listen. Take it different. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because after school, when we go back to the project, they can relate to you. See me. Yeah. Oh, Mr. Henry, I'm out here. What's up? How y'all doing? Yeah. Go inside. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. Well, shit. You know what I'm saying? We don't have that so much no more. No. We don't have man, that pulled me into becoming an author. Like becoming an entrepreneur. God opened my eyes and showed me you could do whatever everything start with a thought. That's like everything in this room right now was a thought. Right. And somebody did it. Right. Stepped out on faith and did it. Mm-hmm. You know, and that's what me being an author was. So I'm like, nobody in my family ever was an author. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna break that generational curse. And the way I'm gonna be able to bless my family is I'm gonna do something that's timeless. There's a few things in this world that's timeless. There's a gem right here. Either music, books, and film are timeless because you can always go back to that. Yeah. So I generation after generation. So I felt like, yes, I'm inspiring kids around me in my community, but I'm doing this because I have daughters. I'm doing this for my children. For sure. I have girls, so I'm doing this for my daughters' children. For sure. So even when I'm not here, I'm still here. Yeah. So that was the biggest thing for me. So Frank inspired me to write this book because I wanted kids to understand how they could be able to do something positive and constructive without the same energy they put into the negative, they could put it into this. Yeah. And it's so simple, if somebody set you down and broke it down to you, and that was me, that's what I was doing, because I took it personal, because it's like these other cultures, it's in their culture to teach and educate.
Yeah,
so when they
is.
become adults, they're not just adults, they're they're among the elites.
Right.
Our children deserve to have that same power.
Yeah. Hell
So
yeah.
that walks into being an author, you know what I'm saying? God be the greatest.
Explain how you came up with the title. What made you go that route with the book? How it all came together?
At first, I was gonna do 10 steps, and I'm like, man. So I'm very spiritual. You know, I was born in the church, so it's like I started looking at what numbers, what does it mean spiritually, and the number 8 stuck out to me. That's all they kept saying. Cause see, number 8, number 8, number 8. So like, spiritually, number 8 is one of my angel numbers. So me just saying that so much, I didn't want to like shorthand kids and be like, because my other angel number is 5. So I didn't want to be like, man, 5 ways of becoming an entrepreneur, because it could be however many ways you want it to be, because this is coming from your perspective.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
But I wanted kids to have, I didn't want to drag it too long, because I felt like 10 was dragging it too long. I didn't want to make it too short, so I felt like 8 was the perfect number.
Right. You could break it down for kids.
Yeah.
Not to go
Stretch it out.
too deep, but whenever somebody on the show, they throw something out, a lot of people come back with comments like, I wonder what he meant by that specifically. So when you say angel number, what you mean by that?
Angel numbers is like your numbers you see every day. Like if you was to do it, whatever you're doing with your curriculum that day, like I see the number 5. I see 555 a lot. And 8
I'm with him, because I see 239 a lot.
You get what I'm saying? So
I'm with
if
you.
you see these numbers every day, like
I'm on them 7.
and you spiritual, just look into what it. Just Google it. What it means.
Yeah. All
What
numbers.
this number means spiritual.
Yeah.
And it's Google. This goes just break it all the way down to you and help you understand. It just helps you understand about self and who you are, and where you at in your life at that moment. You know?
Right.
You believe that's really God showing you the number?
God is here.
Yeah.
He
We seeing it over and over again.
A part of God opening your eyes when it comes to entrepreneurship is being a faith walker. So being a faith walker, you have to trust what's not in front of you. Even it's dark in front of you. You don't see nothing. You have to trust that. And that's hard. You know what I'm saying? But
just as simple as waking up and going to sleep is.
all around.
So I see them 7s all the time, right? So I'm thinking, fucking right. I go to the bank, I would draw me a nice knot, and I'm going to the casino.
Oh no!
I'm at the casino, but I'm not hitting on them 7s.
This is what I'm saying, though. That's what I'm saying, though. That might not be for you. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Them numbers ain't for the casino. It's bigger than that.
Gamble
Way bigger than that.
You can't gamble.
But I need to gamble on some other shit.
But think about this though. Gamble on assets.
Right. For sure.
And not the casino.
For sure,
And
baby.
that way we go take a loss, at least we knew we really took a loss.
We tried.
You get what I'm saying?
On top.
If you was like, D, I saw angel numbers and I wanted to go drop this money on this property. Ooh, that's big, right? That hit different. Now we having another conversation.
Yeah.
I know some people that's got real money, and if their numbers are 3, right? They'll buy that property, but they'll specifically negotiate it. But that property have to have some 3s in it. That property have to end with 3 or something. That much on it.
I respect them people. That's them basically putting them angels over their contract. Like that's for real.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So you could give us one or two of them steps to become an entrepreneur.
I got some gems for y'all, man.
Give me one or two of them steps for the kids, man.
Basically, one of the gems I want people to know is my book is on 315 platforms around the world. I'm signed to Google, Walmart, Apple, Amazon, Kindle, Barnes and Nobles, Books and Millions. The list goes
Straight
on.
from New Orleans.
List
Straight
goes
from
on
New
and on,
Orleans.
you know,
That's what's up.
I'm on I'm in 65 foreign countries around the world, like Canada, Japan, Spain, Germany, London, England, Italy, Sweden, Australia.
Fuck.
All around the world. God is the greatest.
Have you sold a book in each one of them spots?
Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
How'd it feel?
So,
How'd it feel the first time?
man, like I'm not lying to you. Like I just feel like I'm walking in my purpose, and he's introducing me to what was really meant for me. You know what I'm saying? This started off with my young boy dying, but I'm gonna mess y'all up real quick. The main character in the book is Frank. He's the teacher.
Okay.
So he's teaching the kids how to become entrepreneurs.
That's what's up.
So that was my tribute to him, and I dedicated the book to him.
That's what's up.
Every country I'm in, he in. So when I make it, we make it. You know.
So this ain't gonna be your last book.
Oh no, that's the thing. Like this book been doing so well, it opened up credentials for me to start my own publishing company. So I'm starting my own publishing company called R5 Productions. Me, my manager, and a good friend of mine.
That's
named
what's up.
Donaldo Williams, my business partner. You know what I'm saying? R5 Productions is coming.
That's what's up, man.
That way I get to own my masters early. Like I ain't gotta fight that battle.
Yeah.
God take me where I know we going.
That's what's up.
I like that you're speaking on partnership. Before I started venturing out, besides myself and taking on a partner, I always looked at it like, man, I never had no partner. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted all the money. You know what I'm saying? But with all the money comes all the responsibility. You know what I'm saying? And it feels so good to be able to share that with somebody. You know what I'm saying? And then get money with somebody. You know what I'm saying? It's just a good thing. I think a lot of people need to really look into to partnership. You know what I'm saying? Partnership is a beautiful thing. You had any bumps with partnership? Partnership is smooth.
My manager is my best friend. I went to co with him. Like, that's my manager. Like, that's one of my real day ones. But one thing I can say about the brotherhoods that God allowed me to have, I'm still friends with these people today. Mm-hmm. People I went to Walker with, that I play basketball with at Opera Walker, still my brothers to this day. Shout out to them. And shout out to my car brothers, you know what I'm saying? They know who they is. Like,
that's what's up.
Sure.
And I'm talking about this real brotherhood to where we don't tear each other down, we build each other up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Time for that, man.
Like, when God really choose you, that's what made me understand that I was chose, because he go align everything in your life to be good. Like, I could be in the most hectic place, but I'm still covered, you know?
That's what's up. So how you make your book stand out from different authors? You dig?
My goal really wasn't trying to make it stand out. My goal was to really just educate. Because like I said, I just want our kids to have a fair chance.
Yeah.
Like, once I read y'all these statistics, you get what I'm saying about our kids, that make it personal for me. Because my children go to live in New Orleans.
Yeah.
They go to school in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Run them statistics.
So out of 50 states in the United States, New Orleans is 49th in the education system.
Damn.
I could believe that, man. I could believe
Out of the 50?
Louisiana is 49th.
Second to
Let me
last.
rephrase that. Louisiana is 49th in the education system.
Yeah, I could believe that. I could believe that.
Fuck.
So look, another statistic. I ain't even got to grab my phone. In New Orleans, only 40% of our kids can read at their own grade level. So let me break that down for you right quick, Mike. Let me break it down for you. For every 10 kids, only 4 kids can read at their grade level.
Yeah.
And you see what I'm saying? It's the teachers. Ain't many teachers with the passion that you got.
We can't
See what I'm saying?
can't always put the problem on the teacher.
Yeah.
See, the teacher is not just a teacher. The teacher is a counselor, a babysitter. Like, the teachers spend more time with kids than some of the parents.
I'll give you that.
And then it start at home, man.
This really take a village for
start
real.
at
But
home,
you know how to, because you come from that a lot, and now we getting a lot of them from out of states, and they have no idea how to maneuver in the city like this.
That's why, I encourage me. Like, I can't even say encourage, because the people that I know in the city, the influencers, the entertainers, the rappers, the social media, like, icons, like, these people do for the community.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love my city. So I took it serious, like, all right, cool. I don't see nobody in the author lane, no young black man in the author lane really moving for the city that's really out the trenches, that really understand.
Right,
You know,
right.
God bless me to be versatile. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I want not just my kids, but I want the kids in New Orleans to understand that just as much as I didn't even see this coming, you cannot see your purpose coming, and you can still walk in.
Yeah.
And even I don't care if it's 1,000 people in a room. If God allowed me to just bless one, I did my job.
Yeah, man. I see where the mind frame come from, though, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like I take
see
it
where it
personal.
come
So
from.
when I say I take it personal, I take it personal who I call my friend. I take it personal who I hang around.
Yeah.
Because these people don't just influence the people around them, they influence me as well.
Yeah.
My friend make me go harder.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
If you got that type of friend, you got to cut off them, I ain't gonna say weaklings, because everybody needs help too at the same time. But sometimes, like I got a partner right now, and you know who you is. A couple of people around us think that we ain't really cool no more, because we ain't talking. But purposefully, I'm not, because I'm upset at where he at. It's some things that he wants to accomplish that we spoke about that he's not putting the effort into doing. And by me constantly reminding him, which is what I think a good friend should do. Yeah. If you tell me that you want a new house and I'm not reminding you that you bullshitting, bruh, you're supposed to be chasing that dream, you know what I'm saying? But for you to get mad at me and upset with me, I just feel like I need to break up.
Catch it though,
for you right
some
now,
people, it takes time with different people.
And
it takes time, man.
See, like I also understood that too. Like that's one of the hardest things for us to understand. That everybody don't understand it when we do.
Yeah.
Because everybody's still stuck in the mind frame how they was raised and grew up. But this what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You to be the one to see it, and he don't. That's just God giving you the vision to go pursue that too.
Yeah.
You see something way bigger than he see.
And when you
It's crazy a nigga see something in you that you don't see yourself. You know what I'm saying? And a good teacher is going to bring that out. Yeah.
We see that every day.
Yeah. Real shit.
Bro, you're a barber. I know y'all both are barbers, you know what I mean? And
Right.
as beautiful as this established is, I know y'all seen a lot that came through it.
Oh, yeah.
But even though I feel that way, I never feel like I'm up here where I can't still grow. You know what I'm saying? Just because I can see that you down and you ain't get up there yet, I never look bad at you to where I can't never grow. You know what I'm saying? Because it might be some shit that I'm missing.
Everybody got room.
But I ain't gonna never turn a nigga off that's trying to tell me some shit that I know is some real shit.
Man.
I truly believe in like the reason why God blessing me the way He is because I'm humble.
Yeah.
You know, like
Gotta be.
You can ask anybody around me, like I'm not really into a lot of things. I'm just thankful. You know what I'm saying? Because I never saw this coming. But I'm just saying all that to say this, bro. Is like you seeing something in somebody else is a skill set. You get what I'm saying? 'Cause some people wake up every day and don't even see it in themselves.
Right.
But I'm gonna tell you another flip side of that.
Right.
A lot of niggas that give good advice, for some reason, they don't attach that same advice to the shit that they got going.
Everybody got demons.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, everybody got
It's
demons.
no perfectness.
But that's what I'm saying, though. Like,
Shit.
you know, God might be blessed him to be able to inspire, but not motivate himself.
Yeah.
So, you got a person that's well balanced. I can inspire, motivate, and I can also do this. I can also isolate. You get what I'm saying?
They got preachers like that to this day, man. They can preach
Gotta be
all
able
day,
to
but
do it.
inside they hurting.
Inspire, motivate, isolate. Like
Yeah.
I can move by myself, but I love my brothers.
We need them teachers with that passion that come from it so them kids can relate. I see a lot of the teachers when I go to school, I don't see it.
I mean,
I don't see
it,
that
bro.
passion. I don't see that drive.
it.
You see that in school?
Oh yeah, I see the passion, man.
Yeah? What school is that at?
It ain't everybody, man.
Yeah.
I mean, my kids go to Willow, but it ain't everybody.
I don't know,
bro.
but I know one thing.
Everybody.
Edinburgh High School is one of the best high schools in New Orleans, Louisiana.
Yeah.
You want them to have culture.
Yeah.
You want them to you know,
That's what's up.
actually really, not just, you know.
Yeah.
Shout out Cole, man.
Shout out
Cole.
Love y'all.
Shout out Cole used to whoop
Second to
our
none.
ass every year in graduate, bro.
So what's up next for Darren, man?
Man, my publishing company, R5 Productions. So every book, I wrote 6 books since I've been like on this journey to finishing publishing school.
Yeah.
So once I'm done with publishing school, I'm gonna drop my books, but I'm gonna do it like in a nice little lengthy matter. You know what I mean? I just won my first award 3 weeks ago, so I'm an award-winning author now.
That's what's up, man. That's
Won my
what's
first
up.
award, you know,
What that was?
It's the Firebird Book Awards, and when your book on so many platforms and in so many countries, like people are sending you emails, inviting you to their book shows and they book contests and stuff like that. The one thing about an author it's not just the business side, but this the people side of things. Well, you have to show that you for your people, for the community.
Gotcha.
So you gotta, network and talk and.
You like those signings?
Oh man,
Cool.
I have not done a signing yet because I got one project I want to do before I do a signing.
Right.
But everything building itself up, and like I said, like this is something that I haven't seen coming. So I deal with the challenges as they come. You know what I mean? I'm just taking it. I don't care how long it take, but it's gonna get done. We gonna walk it down.
The ebooks sell more than the hard copies. Hard copies sell more than ebooks.
So what I'm doing right now is, since I'm making the transition into starting my publishing company, I'm just gonna do everything off my website. That way, so my people have access directly from the source.
Right.
Yeah. But you're still gonna be on the other 315.
And yeah.
Okay,
It's
cool.
still. What's so beautiful about this is because once I have my own publishing company, my publishers. Shout out to Black and White Production, Miss Nikki. She taught me the system.
Okay.
So everybody I'm signed to, every book that I drop is going to instantly go to those platforms. I don't have to do no work. That door already open for me.
Oh, that's what's up, man.
So every door that my first book is opening, my other books is be able to walk right through.
That's what's up.
Illustrations, who doing all that for you? Different people, how you?
Yeah, I have some people I'm working with, but my first book, it was me, Miss Nikki. She's a Black woman. She's from New Orleans. I signed to her in Houston. She have a publishing company in Houston with like 30 other authors. She's doing something really special. So shout out to Miss Nikki again. I just want to always give her flowers because without her walking me through this, and real God-fearing woman, without her walking me through this, I wouldn't even be here today. So I thank her all the time. But Miss Nikki, where we was at? I'm sorry.
Talking about the books, I'm thinking of my next question that I'm stuck on, and I'm trying to.
So next question.
So we're gonna jump into this.
Next question.
You from the streets. Does the books? And I ain't saying you used to sell no drugs, but you done been from the streets. You done seen this shit around you.
New Orleans.
Is the book game like the drug game? I mean, you can make money like that.
The book game is more like the music game to me. You get what I'm saying?
All right, niggas will hop on that too.
Because it's all about owning your material. You get what I'm saying? And with me being able to knock that out so early, that was like something now I can maneuver how I want and cruise how I want to my own altitude. I ain't got to worry about like, man, if I blow, I need to get my own. I need to like buy my own. I would never buy my own catalog.
Never?
I would never have to.
He already owned it. He already owned it.
Once I saw what I'd done with the first book, I told Ms. Nikki, I don't want to drop another book. I just want to learn how to become a publisher so I could be able to. Every book after that, now I'm the author and the publisher. I am the machine.
You get the whole bag, baby. Get the whole bag.
We was talking about illustrations in the book. When you say Miss Nikki name, made me remember that. But so, what's the process of?
My illustrator is a Black woman, so the book was structured around all Black. It was for the culture, for real.
Gotcha. What's the process? I write a book. Me and my son actually wrote a book.
Okay.
It's a children's book.
I love
but I won't
children's books.
speak
You
on
can
it.
teach adults with children's books.
Most definitely. And then there's series, of course, after that. But what's the process? We wrote the book. What do? I hand it to you.
So what my job would be as the publishing company is, I'll be over your distribution and your marketing, just trying to get it out there. You get what I'm saying? One thing about an author is just like I said, just like a rapper, nothing's not guaranteed. But the more you invest in yourself, the greater chances you have of winning.
Right.
And I'm all for investing in myself, and not just myself, but my people. So what my publishing company is going to be able to do is not just market and push it out there and help you push it out there. We're going to help you create a website so you can send people. Everything I'm doing myself, I'm giving that same thing to the other publishers. Like you could come with your book already wrote, and I'm going to get it added to the platforms. I'm going to get you a website. I'm going to enroll you so you could be able to start getting nominated for book contests and festivals and so you can become an award-winning author.
Right. Be specific.
Set you up.
My son actually was the writer of the book. I did the illustrations.
That's fire.
So yeah.
That's fire.
What's the name of it?
I'ma fuck with you.
What the name of it?
I'ma fuck with you.
I'm telling you.
What the name of it?
Oh man, I can't think of the book. I can't think of the book's name.
This is just part
I can't
one.
think of the
So
book's
on part
name.
two, I'm gonna bring my book.
Because
You tell me.
we wrote the book like 3 years ago. I'm trying to find it, and I just moved, so I think it's in this it's either one of these 2 boxes that I got.
I gotta.
And we
check it
wanted
out.
to sit
I
down and
gotta
write
check
something
it out.
else, but I was like, man, we gotta go find
check
that
it out.
book. That bitch in one of them boxes. I gotta
Being an
find.
author can also teach children entrepreneurship because once you LLC your author brand, you are your own business.
You are the business.
You get what I'm saying? And that open a whole nother gate for them. That teach them about credit. That teach them how to go to what banks they could go to be able to allow the bank to fund your author brand.
But how do you get them? How do you get to go to schools to teach these kids that?
Just by reaching out to the schools.
All right,
You know what I mean?
thought about doing that?
I have a good friend of mine named Darren P. He have a radio station out here in New Orleans, and he does this this pep rally with a purpose, and he bring all positive people to come to and the kids come in the gymnasium, and we talk to them. They got some rappers that rap, people that do other things.
Yeah. That's a good look.
Pep rally, yeah, man. So
good
shout out to Don P for that, man, because that's a blessing.
Because we need people like you to get in these schools and teach these kids.
So the teacher selects a book that they hear about, and they'll do a reading class. How does that work? How does your book get to where it's in the?
Like, to get your book in the schools, I recommend just reaching out to the principals.
Gotcha.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Reaching out to the principals.
See where it go
but if your book have something to talk about, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I was trying to get my partner to come here. His name K. Matthew. He wrote a book, Freddie the Friendly Frog and Eddie the Angry Dog. And his book teaches kids how to be able to be nice to each other, how to embrace each other, how to be able to, your friend mad, but you don't know how to deal with it as a kid. So you embrace that person, and that's what his book teaches. That
I'm gonna need to get them.
He did 20 years in the feds. Came home, dropped his book.
And how they good? They
Man,
doing
good, man, bro.
That's what's up.
So-
Great author.
That's what's
and he's
up.
from the city.
January 1st, my book is finished writing my book. I get it to the publisher on the 2nd. How long before I see $1 from that book?
See, the thing is, though, we be so focused on the dollar.
We always
can't
focus
walk
on the
into that.
dollar.
with that-
But I mean-
you
Yeah.
can't- not-
Roughly
being
time
So
frame.
that's what I'm saying. I'm being an author, you control your revenue, right? But I really don't do this for no money.
Yeah.
So because if I go into this thinking about every dollar I done spent, I'd be discouraging myself for real.
For sure.
I'm not doing that. So because I know,
Yeah.
look, every dollar I'm spending
Yeah.
right now, payday go pay off. It's coming. 'Cause I'm putting that work in for real.
what's up.
Yeah.
And God
Which is
see
a
you.
good
I'm
lesson
telling
in
you,
itself.
God see you.
It's a
I'm
good
telling
lesson
you,
in
if you-
itself.
If you walk into trying to teach your son entrepreneurship and don't think about the dollar,
Yeah.
you're gonna get blessed way more that way than going into this trying to figure out how you can make a quick dollar.
Game.
Well, I mean,
That's game,
a lot of people say that, and I get that. But in the reality of life,
I feel you.
she wants to go eat after you leave here. That shit costs. So if I'm taking my time out to put into something that I'm passionate about, I need to have a rough time frame of when I can get this money to go take my girl out to eat. Because I keep telling her, no, baby, can't go.
Well, look, he
no,
just
baby,
told you
can't
that.
go.
I'm gonna tell you this.
He
though.
just
I'm
told
about
you
to
that.
answer this. though.
I wanna.
He just told you.
Bro, this is what I'm
Go
saying.
ahead.
Because if my girl can't see the vision, she ain't my girl.
He just told you God.
That's all I'm
man.
saying.
Yeah. I mean,
That's all I'm saying.
yeah.
Step by faith once you
Step
get
by
it.
faith.
Yeah, man.
Because we ain't think about really no dollars.
Nah,
We wanted what we wanted. We pursued what we
This
pursued.
what
And
I'm
then it
saying.
came.
That's what I'm
Right.
saying.
Yeah, real shit.
You go. I work a job and still do this.
All right.
This is for real.
All right.
This is not no joke to me. I know what's really called for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm not tripping on everything I'm doing right now. That God asking me to do by working a 9 to 5 right now and still doing this, that's the sacrifice. Because
Yeah.
I know when the blessing comes, my family and everybody
go right
around me
there.
gonna be straight for the rest of their life.
There you go right there. That's the
How you
gem.
teach people to have faith? You know,
That's the gem.
That's something you can really. I guess you tell them your stories. Either they believe it or they don't.
I mean, that's on you to have
So
that faith.
but I started learning all men.
I guess it's the understanding. Once they get the understanding of what faith is, then yeah.
Right.
Man, I tell people it took me to become. Once I was 28 is when I really saw God. You could be raised in the church, and not really know God. Like, they could tell you about him, they could tell you everything that come with him, but when he ready for you to see him, that's when I saw him. But it took for me to lose somebody to see him, and that's what I encourage the other people to not do. Don't wait till you lose somebody to start understanding that.
Cause he talking to you from
really
day
hurt.
one.
Life really hurt. But I took it more personal when Frank died because I was his mentor. I was the one he looked up to. So if he died, do that mean I failed? Or do I take that pain and put it into my passion?
That's what you
That's
do.
what created
right there,
my
man.
purpose.
That's what you do.
As long as we keep going, ain't no failure. Keep going.
But man, we glad you pulled up on us, D.
Man,
bro.
I appreciate
enjoyed
y'all.
this
I'm coming back, bro.
conversation,
I'm coming
man.
back.
Hell
I'm coming
yeah,
back.
man. But you gotta, before you leave, you gotta give a gem to these kids. Give them something to listen
Another
to.
gem.
Another one. Oh yeah. Before we leave, you gotta
That one, that hitter.
that hitter that leave them saying, man, I need
All
to
right,
hear
look,
that.
I'm gonna say this, and it's really coming from the bottom of my heart. I look in all these cameras and say this to you all. You don't have to be a rapper, an athlete, in the entertainment industry, a drug dealer, a gangster, a dope boy. You ain't gotta do none of that to get your mom out the hood. You could be an author.
Y'all hear that, huh?
Create your own lane. Stay humble to the people around you, and everybody will always respect you.
Supreme Conversations. You dig?
Strong.